How's it going, folks? So the band Onyx Eyes recently released a new single here called King's Children. And they have a new album in the works. I'm not quite sure of a release date or anything yet, but it's definitely in the works. And this song is from said upcoming album. So looking forward to checking this one out. So, without further ado, let's just get on with it, shall we? Rangers, go. Wow. Man, the sheer amount of stuff that they packed into this one song is wild. I mean, just wild. It starts out just like there at the end as the credits are going, just kind of hog wild. Like the guitar is like smacking you, the piano or the keyboards like this kind of crazy sort of chaotic sort of sound. It's really like oppressive, that beginning. And then it kind of, if I remember correctly, again, there's a lot that happens in this song. So forgive me if I overlook a section or something. But to my best recollection, this is how I think the song went, and it's my story, and that's what I'm sticking to, Your Honor. So anything else, I plead the fifth. I do not recall, Your Honor. So. But yeah, so you get that kind of crazy berserk ending, really setting this stage, setting the stage of just, yeah, I mean, it's oppressive, it's chaotic, almost psychotic at the same time. And then it kind of drifts and it slows down a little bit, and you get some, keyboard, and the bass, really thumping along, and I thought that was so tight. I kind of love that section. It's kind of there. It's like the verses, I guess, is where that kind of happens. And then all of a sudden you get this like electronic, like rave almost kind of like sound that I mean, it's just so fun. Like I just love that. That's when they're like bringing down the house. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. And then there's like some like symphonic elements. It sounds like almost like some brass in spots. You get like a choir there in spots. I mean, there's just so much stuff that happens here. Heavy riffs, neat little licks and things like that. The drum work is like really intricate. Like this whole song, I mean, and it's the funny thing because with songs like this where they tend to lean into kind of like prog territory where the structure and the tempo and the pacing and all that stuff is quite unorthodox, I tend to get lost a little bit. I've told you all before, I'm a simple fella. When things get a little bit too complex in there, as far as that goes, I'm not always the best judge. But like at the same time, though, I did find myself enjoying this song quite a bit. Like all of the little elements, I just thought were really cool. And sure, it's quite unorthodox, the way it's structured and just the musicality of it. And was it like the syncopated nature of it and all that good stuff. But like I found it quite enjoyable, just because of all the sections and the elements there were just so impressive and just kind of different. Like the song kept my focus like the whole time. And one thing I thought is, while even like the vocal melodies, there's just a lot of movement there. There's a lot of kind of interesting things happening with that too. It did feel like the vocal melodies and like the vocals helped to kind of ground the song a little bit, without just being super straightforward or anything like that. Part of me was kind of like, I wish like these vocal melodies had a little bit more of like a maybe memorable or like a catchy per se kind of melody to it, just to help ground the song a little bit more. But then that just feels like that would be completely counterintuitive to the song itself. So I totally get, the route they went, but I thought that they kind of walked a fine line there of while having the vocal melodies and the vocals like matching that kind of sort of chaotic, organized chaos, if you will, of the rest of the song, but grounding it just a smidge. So yeah, I like that, like there in the chorus and things like that, especially. I thought that worked pretty well. It gave me something almost like a life raft where I was like holding on for dear life while the rest of the music and everything was just kind of like swirling around me. So, but man, like the musicianship. I mean, these folks are like insanely talented to put something like this together and to weave it together in a way where it does make sense, but it's also kind of chaotic at the same time. Like, it's not one of those songs where I felt like I was completely lost. Sure, I said I felt like I was hanging on for dear life, but I was hanging on. I wasn't just the train didn't just leave me at the station. Like, I was holding on. I wasn't inside the train. I was like on top of the train. It was like holding on, like what in the first Mission Impossible movie, right? Where Tom Cruise is like holding on, and the helicopter's flying behind him. He's like on top of the train or whatever. Yeah, that's what I was doing here with this song. But I was holding on, so I was still traveling with the train, barely, but I was. So I thought that was kind of cool, and yeah, just all those little elements. It was just really neat to hear what they were going to do next. Like, wow, like what are they going to do next? This is wild. So yeah, I mean, keyboard, guitar, I mean, all the musicianship, the bass. Again, I love that bass part where the song kind of settles down a little bit. I mean, it's just groovy. And yeah, like I said before too, the drum work, just, I mean, the intricate nature of all this stuff, and for it all to kind of work together, it's just really impressive. So yeah, and the vocals. She has a really nice voice, and I mean, to sing vocals like on a song like this too. I mean, that's got to be a challenge in and of itself. So yeah, I mean, just a lot of talent here. And like I said before, when songs are super kind of complex and unorthodox, it's never going to be like my favorite thing ever, because that's just me personally. But still, at the same time, I really enjoyed this song. When it comes to really kind of complex and unorthodox songs, I thought this one was pretty fun. So yeah, I would definitely want to listen to this again. I feel like this is also the kind of song where each time you listen to it, you'll kind of hear something a little bit different. You'll like pick up on something, that's there that you didn't hear before, and things like that. So I'm definitely curious to listen to it again, and especially kind of dance to that like electronic section. I love that part. So, but yeah, really, really interesting song here. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know, folks, in the comments down below, what'd you think of this bad boy here? What were your thoughts? Are you looking forward to their new album that's in the works? Let's talk about it. And I'll catch you next time. Ranger out.